Alright, let's get it.
What's going on?
What's up?
Yo. This
Yo.
is, episode 4? Yeah, we're gonna go with episode 4.
Yes, episode 4.
Stay the fuck home.
Stay the fuck at home.
So you could peel their comments on the fastest.
You, like, made a proposition as soon as you knew that you were gonna finish. That's fucking shady. We're veering off into some action flicks now. Everyone fucking loves Black Panther, and rightfully so. But we forgot where this whole hype of the black superhero fucking dynasty came from. And it started with Blade.
There are worse things out tonight than vampires.
Like what?
Like me.
So we decided to pay homage to Blade.
This movie was ridiculous.
This movie was incredible. This movie was so late 90s. It was like watching a sensual, incredible PlayStation 2 game while on ecstasy.
That's accurate.
Soundtrack just insensate.
Should have done some ecstasy before watching this.
The late 90s aesthetic, this is what we envision the future to be. We're living like at the end of the millennium and like we got the frosted tips. I kept on thinking, like, I don't know if you have a frame of reference for this, but I kept on thinking of like Spice Girls. It was very much like the male equivalent of like Spice World.
Never seen it.
Except I doubt
watched
Spice World has aged as well. Sorry, I love Spice Girls, but I'm sure that that's an insufferable film now.
You nearly had us there.
Yeah. You're not very good at telling fibs, are you?
I'm sorry.
My 7th birthday party was Spice World themed. Like, we just got together and like watched Spice World and like ate potato chips. Do you know what Wesley Snipes' first acting gig was? It was a Martin Scorsese project.
Martin Scorsese project starring Michael Jackson?
Yes!
Am I tripping?
It's the bad video.
So what's up?
Oh, I didn't know he directed that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You ain't bad. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. But what I'm trying to say is like his trajectory, like that was like in 87. This was in 98. And like a little over a decade, you're starring in like a fucking Marvel franchise as
That's
a fucking
pretty good.
superhero. Fucking American dream right there. We haven't seen Blade since the Clinton administration. Basically, I'm sorry if I'm throwing out some racial slurs, but Wesley Snipes the fucking mudblood. I'm sorry. He is. In the vampire world, that's what he is. Well, he's like a nuanced mudblood because like Deacon Frost is a mudblood.
What do they call him? They call him something.
They call him daywalker. It's so painful because he like vows to avenge his mother and basically kill all the vampires on Earth. Turns out his mom's a piece of shit.
He was like trying to fuck him.
The whole fucking scene where she's trying to fuck her son, like, that made me uncomfortable.
She's like, your mother was dead.
But I really tried to like peel back the layers and like analyze this, and when you analyze it, this repulsion that we're feeling at like watching this incestual scene, it's like mirroring the repulsion that he's feeling. Like literally his whole life's purpose has been avenging his mom.
Yeah,
and that
of course, yeah.
love for his mom has been keeping him going.
Yeah.
And then he finally is reunited with her and she's a piece of shit. Trying to fuck him, trying to kill him, trying to fuck him then kill him. Fucking Deacon Frost, man. Fuck him. I don't know why I'm so worked up over this.
I don't know at all.
Blade is so iconic. It's the first major action motion picture to center around a black superhero, to my knowledge. I'm sure there are gonna be like baby boomers and Gen Xers who are like, Shaft. And
But
it's
Shaft
like,
is not a superhero though.
Shaq is a superhero.
Shaq?
Oh, Shaft.
I mean, Shaq is a superhero too. That just
Shaft
fucks
is a
people.
superhero.
What superpowers does he have?
He's pimp hand.
Bruce Lee is more of a superhero than Shaft.
I'm gonna need you to stop disrespecting Shaft.
I love Shaft, but he's not a superhero. I love Rocky, but he's not a superhero.
For black people, that's all we had.
He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman.
John Shaft.
Blade, first black superhero. So something that like really struck me in terms of Blade doing his thing, saving the day, had the way that the cops would interfere with that, unleashing clip after clip and just being like so brazen.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
If there really was like a black superhero in real life, are the cops just gonna be like, okay, like, cool, do your thing, black man with a samurai sword. That is probably a realistic response to a black superhero.
I don't even know where these cops got all their bullets from.
It was so deep. Sidebar. They're doing a remake of Blade.
Who's starring? Is it Wesley Snipes or who's starring?
Wesley Snipes is like 60 years old.
Wesley Snipes could do it. Black don't crack. Who's gonna be it though?
Pretty sure it's Idris Elba.
What?
No, it's not. It's
John Boyega?
Yeah, no.
Really?
What? No. Chadwick Boseman, I think.
He's gonna be that and Black Panther? You can't have like one like actor be both superheroes.
Oh wait, yo, it's Mahershala Ali.
Oh, yeah, of course it's Mahershala Ali.
Okay.
Yeah, he's perfect for it. Hot take, I have a feeling the remake is gonna be better than the original.
Here's the thing about that.
Just saying.
I feel like the only way that it could supersede the original is with the special effects.
No.
And the acting.
And the script.
So Karen,
Who's that?
the doctor.
Oh, okay.
Nabushe Wright plays Karen. Badass, sexy scientist. I wonder who's gonna play Karen.
Probably someone better.
She's fucking sexy. She studied with Stella, well not with Stella Adler, but
How old is this chick?
She went to Stella Adler.
You're so stupid, you never know anything.
She was like slipping in and out of like a weird New York accent.
It's the only way that I'll stay alive long enough to find a cure for myself.
I think they cast her because she looked good. I guarantee you a better actress came and auditioned than her. And they were like, go with the good looking one. Like, she's got to be bad.
Yeah.
Which, like, why can't she be good looking and a good actor, you know?
Yeah.
They exist. Not for nothing, I feel like sometimes they just do certain things better now. Some movies rely on the action, whereas, like, other movies have great action and great story and great, you know. And I just wish, to be honest, because I know this is a trilogy, right? I had wished, and they do that much better with superhero movies now, that they take the first movie to, like, set it up. Back then, they were trying to, like, squeeze a whole story into one film. I wish they just went back to, like, whatever that origin comic is, rather than him just being, you know. And then also Karen just like, she's just like turns into like an action like hero. Yeah. Where did this come from? You don't have any powers. She's literally shooting a shotgun like someone who's been shooting a shotgun for like years. So there was just inconsistencies where they were like trying to like cram as much cool shit into the story. I would have liked to see the origins. That's kind of where my beef is.
Stephen Dorfman plays Deacon Frost. His little comrade, Donald Logue, plays his little sidekick who keeps on getting his hand chopped off. It was just very, like, you know, archetype-y, like, I'm the sidekick nemesis bad guy.
Yeah, it was all,
I'm not very intelligent, and I'm cocky as fuck.
Parts of it that were like reminded me of like a Safdie Brothers film. Like the way it was shot, like the opening hospital scene. There was like definitely points where the director was like doing like a very like stylized sequences and stylized scenes, and especially even with like the color. There were certain things that I didn't love, and there were certain things that I really loved. I think it was the car chase scene when they were following the cop. It was just shot in like a really, really cool way. I respected those choices, and there was some really cool shit. But it wasn't shot like a traditional superhero movie in the sense that it was like definitely like very like
People getting sloppy toppies like 5 minutes into the film.
Wesley Snipes easily killed 100 people in this movie. He probably killed 100 people in the first scene.
Yeah,
alone.
exactly. He had that big like cartoon gun, just murks everybody.
Yeah, his haircut was cool.
It was a cool fucking haircut.
I was watching it, I was like, damn, like he must be like constantly in the barbershop. The outfit was dope.
Outfit was fire.
Yeah.
Fucking Whistler is probably like my favorite superhero mentor / like sidekick.
Who's that?
Chris Christopherson's role. Fucking badass. Pumping gas while smoking a cigarette. Saving Blade and Karen in the nick of time. Like,
he just came through murking people.
Catch you fuckers at a bad time.
he was ready to go.
It's a very violent film.
So like gory.
It was really violent. After he got his powers back, sucked Karen's neck, like sucked the blood.
That was like a weird kind of sex scene.
She was having an orgasm and so was he. And when he was done, he was like, ah! And she's like, ah! They were loving it. They were both like loving it.
So weird.
It's what I need to do. He's like, ah!
That whole like political assassination scene. Deacon Frost takes a fucking like racist vampire who like tells him like, oh, you'll always be a half-blood, never be a poor blood. Defangs him, brings him out to this cliff at like sunrise and pulverize him with the sunbeams and shit. Remember when he goes out in public and like fucking wrecks that little Asian girl?
Yeah.
Like right before.
What did she like, went through like a pane of glass? What did she go through?
Yeah, she went to like a bus stop or something.
For some reason, she was still like fine.
I don't know how she survived that. The poor kid. That's crazy because like Deacon Frost is like his dad.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
Yeah, he's
fucking
like
weird.
he's like his stepdad.
Yeah, you could say that.
Vampires are weird.
Excuse me. Yeah, vampires are like sexy, weird things. Chris Christopherson, hands down, best performance. He like was Whistler. He was so grounded, still had like the cojones that you want. Doesn't go down without a fight, and the way that he does go out, commendable. Fucking Deacon Frost's whole goal is to like resurrect like the blood god. And like he's going through these like ancient vampire archives. Fucking like language that he was decoding, it like looked like some like space agey like Egyptian hieroglyphics. And like I fucking love Egyptology and shit like that. So I was like, oh, nerding out. And then the language sounded like they were speaking Latin. So I was like, wow, I appreciate that. That was cool.
Both this and Black Panther are like black superhero films. But this one also had a lot of similarities in terms of you had that character who what the society was giving wasn't good enough.
So you're comparing him to Killmonger?
It's
That's Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, I'm sorry.
JB Smoove.
Imagine imagine JB Smoove in Black Panther.
Jesus Christ.
Like him and Larry David come through.
Oh no. Certain things that like were like very like visceral and like unnerving for me to watch. Blade like get dosed with the serum, taking fucking needles to like the neck. There's just another element to having a black superhero film. You have like this whole thing of like black trauma and like having this like visceral reaction to this like tough, like strong, you know, like virile, if you want to say it, like black man just enduring like so much pain and stuff like on camera. There's just a lot of different levels that I feel like make black superhero films, they hit in a different way. Like
when he was doing the convulsing when they like stabbed him in the neck, it reminded me of Pookie in like New Jack City when he was like smoking crack, and I was like, that's payback for getting Pookie hooked on crack. Fuck you, Nino Brown. That's for taking over the Carter. The way this movie ended was so weird. Moscow.
So 90s.
Wesley Snipes just shows up. I'm like, how did he get to Moscow?
He speaks Russian.
It sounded Russian to me.
I'm not an expert.
Wesley Snipes always seemed to be there right before someone was gonna bite. Like, he just keeps appearing. But I'm like, how did you get to Russia? Like, don't you still have enough shit to deal with in LA?
It's his life's work to kill all the vampires on the planet.
So why doesn't he...
Russia's on the planet. I want to give Blade props too, because like, for what it was, it feels so good. Like watching Blade, and I think especially like as a black person, like I know I keep bringing up race, but it's so relevant. Just like it feels so good to like watch him fucking kick ass. Like it's just like, yeah, that's us. Like word. And I just have a question, like do white people feel the same? Like when they're watching like Iron Man or like Captain America, are you guys like, yo, yeah, we did that? What? Like, is that your reaction
I'm the wrong person to ask because I'm not a big superhero person. The fact is there is more white superheroes than black superheroes.
You guys are like immune to it.
Yeah, you're underrepresented. So it's like, for me to be like excited that a white person's kicking ass, maybe if they had like a Jewish superhero. Like,
Zohan. Do you feel watching Zohan?
I love it. He's Zohan. Spider-Man's from Queens, so I guess he could be Jewish. Like, he's the most likely to be Jewish. Tobey Maguire wasn't Jewish. Neither's Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland, I believe.
You're Jewish, right?
I am, yeah.
Blade, in terms of a character, they've really tried their best to show how Blade is like the perfect superhero, because he like checks off all the boxes. Like, okay, yes, he's like aesthetically pleasing. He's like fucking ripped. He's like noble, you know? He saves Karen against like all logic. Even Whistler's like, yo, why the fuck? Like, why didn't you just let her die? Like, you brought her stray. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's socially awkward. One part where he like murks someone and he's like, yes! So awkward, but like endearing. He's got swag, the way he just like struts his stuff with his fucking long ass leather jacket. Like he's got swag. He's extra as fuck. His like final line before he fucking murks Deacon.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
I didn't hear the uphill part. I thought he just said, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate. But that makes more sense.
Barely. It's brilliant. That's the way that you end a fucking action movie.
I'm ready to rate this thing.
Alright, toilet paper rolls.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I don't care. I'll give it a 3.
Okay, that's fair. That's above average.
3 stars, yeah, exactly. 3 stars is not like a bad film, but there were certain things that I think that we discussed that I can't give it a 4 or 5 or even a 3.5 because those things would have been in place in order to deserve that score.
Make him hurt bad!
And like I recognize its like iconic status and how it was groundbreaking and all of that. If I'm gonna put aside that, I think 3 stars is
okay.
Yeah, I mean 3 toilet paper rolls is what I would give Blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really fair. I respect that a lot.
That being said, now I feel like I should have given Harlem Nights a 2.
That's what I'm currently doing. I'm comparing it to Harlem Nights.
But this, it's hard. It's a hard comparison.
Different genre, but I gave Harlem Nights a 3. And I feel like if that's the case, like if I'm using that model and I'm trying to be like proportionate, then I have to give Blade 3.5 toilet paper rolls. Unlike Harlem Nights, Blade really committed to its genre. Like it's an action film.
Oh.
It's unapologetic. Blade walked so the Marvel films that we love today could run. And it really allowed people to see this is a thing. We can give a black actor a fucking action film trilogy and it's gonna fucking be a box office hit.
If you look at like rap from like the 70s or 80s, you know. A hit? Yeah.
The rocket to the bang bang boogie, say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
You can't get to where you are without, you know, the beginnings.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5.
All right.
Rolls.
Okay, I'll wipe my ass with that.
So thanks for stopping by. Stay the fuck home. Yeah, if you're quarantining with someone, like try not to drive them crazy all the time.
If you have a kid,
God bless.
just give up. It's not worth it. Stay the fuck home.
Stay the fuck home.